Hi, hi, hi. Welcome to today's Daily Divine. It is Moonday, Monday. How's everyone doing? My name is lisalyle. This is my space here on YouTube. A very warm welcome to all of you who have been here for a while and continue to come back. Thank you so much. And a very warm welcome home to those of you who are just finding this space. I trust that there will be something here that supports you where you are on your spiritual awakening and healing journey. So thank you so much for showing up. Did I say my name's Lisa Lyle? I think I did. So let's just get the Palo Santo going. It's an interesting Monday, that is for sure. The last time we connected here live was Saturday Night Live. And yesterday was rest day, if you will. So I'd like to just ask at this time that I'm a clear and pure channel to bring through messages from Source Divine, loving and kind, here to support our greatest and highest good at this time, and a calm nervous system. So 121. Perfect. So today is the last day of March 2025. We have just begun our new year with the birth of spring. We are moving towards April. And yesterday we had Neptune move into the sign of Aries. Neptune, who rules Pisces, has moved into Aries. And there has been quite a dramatic shift. And I just want to send a big wave of unconditional love to the divine masculine energy that may be tuning in to this broadcast. Thank you so much for showing up and supporting stability in your own earthly experience. The feminine is holding space for you. We love you. We see you, and we encourage you to keep going. This is how we grow. So Neptune hasn't been in the sign of Aries in 160 years. So this is a huge, we keep talking about this huge cycle that is wrapping up and this abundant new beginning that is right here on the horizon for all of us. And this new beginning is truly going to begin come March 2026. And right now we are in the thick of transition. And from my personal experience, we are really beginning, watch it, Tristan. We are really beginning to see the coming of age of the divine masculine. So it's almost like we're all being guided to turn the page and tune in to the rhythm, music of our heart. And music is an incredibly powerful way to support our healing. I love to have dance parties, solo dance parties where just turn on some music and dance and shake it off, get energy moving. It really supports our solar plexus, if you will. It really supports the shifting and moving of things that may have felt stagnant in our experience. And music can be very grounding. And so this is what it's really feeling like. There's a need for, and I think with Neptune in Aries, there is going to be this grounded spirituality. And we really need grounded spirituality. We can't just, it's not all fluff and rainbows and lollipops. And those of you who are spiritual warriors of the heart absolutely know this. And yet it is so important for us to do our part. Everything is unfolding in divine and perfect order. And again, this reminds me of the manifestation card in I believe it's the Path of the Soul Oracle by the same artist, the same creator. This deck that we're using right now is called The Return of Spirit by Cheryl Harnish. And so it's really important for us to know, as it may feel and it may appear as if things are falling apart, as if things are falling apart, but this is really about our heart coming online. And this is about us truly remembering we are source divine. And, this is our time. This is the timeline that our soul, our evolutionary soul, agreed to incarnate into. So, those of you watching this, you have very important work to do. And yet it's important to know that everything is unfolding as it should. 555. Things are changing, and things may be changing rapidly and drastically. And we are just being asked to hold our center, to keep the peace, to support the child that lives within you. It's funny because as I was pausing there for a moment, they had me looking at this picture of little Lisa back in 1973. And so it's really about supporting the child that lives within, allowing that child to come out and play, the child who may have felt discomfort living within your skin. And this is not a blame game. This is not saying like you're responsible for the child's discomfort. What it is saying is you are responsible for clearing away your discomfort so that that child that lives within is feeling safe and secure in the embrace of unconditional love. Again, we keep getting this message about rejuvenation, resting, and renewing, taking the time we need. And a lot of us have this idea, a lot of humans have this idea that it's selfish to take the time we need, or, it's unproductive if we're being called to rest or anything like that. And I will say, the more that you're willing to honor that, the more that you will see the value in the need for rest and the actually your willingness and ability to honor the call for rest. It's almost like when we rest, we are allowing ourselves space to integrate, and we are also allowing ourselves the space for the nervous system to calm down as old emotions resurface, as old memories come up to the surface. They're resurfacing at this time in order to be cleared from this timeline. And over the recent week, we've been getting a lot of this celebratory message from our loved ones and ancestors in spirit, thanking us for our path of service, thanking us for the inner heart-centered work that we have been doing, because many of you here are star seeds and we are connecting at this time. And again, it was said in one of the most recent lives that we're really connecting not only with the angelic realms, but our galactic family of light. Like, no one is coming to save us here on this planetary realm, whether it's galactics, whether it's our brother Yeshua coming back to life. He's already done that. And his light remains as the living light through us. So it's really important that we utilize all of the resources, all of the tools, all of the support that is there for us at this time. And we are star seeds born to this planetary realm to heal and shine and bring the purity of heart back online. And there's a massive change going on through the throat chakra. And you may have noticed in recent broadcasts, my voice, I can hear it and I can feel it. It has changed again. And so this is almost like a leveling up. And so again, it's really important for you to know that everything is as it's meant to be at this moment, and you are doing great, and you're not late. And I'm really guided to say, don't delay taking action, loving action, in the direction that you are being guided. This surfacing card is all about healing via the energy of unconditional love. And it really brings us back to our point of power, which is the present moment. And it's also our solar plexus, our solar, SOUL, solar power. So let's get some Queen of the Sun. I'm feeling Saint Germain again here, and the violet flame coming in to support us. So calling on Saint Germain and the violet flame. I'm also feeling Archangel Raphael, Hilarion, and Archangel Michael with us. Mental health. Oh, isn't this interesting? And it's a number 7. And so how are you doing? How are you feeling mentally? Is your mind got you running circles? Because our mental health, 1111, 1111, our mental well-being, our health and well-being is not just our physical body. It's mental, emotional, spiritual, and physical. And so it's like a whole system, if you will. And so, today in my personal experience, I've been seeing some of this energy come up. And again, there's a lot of density within the field of the divine masculine, who is, it's almost like he's finding his footing at this time. Oh, that's so beautiful. And it's a number 16. So this is indeed speaking about the spiritual awakening that happens through the physical vessel. So our spiritual awakening isn't something that happens in our head. It's something that what I have found in my years on this path, decades, is the physical pain in our body leads us to the emotional pain we have been running and hiding from. And when we work with things like our breath, movement, whether it's dance, yoga, tai chi, whatever it may be, when we work with these tools, these energies, then we get to rediscover underneath all of the wounds, the trauma, the stuff that we have held back. Underneath all of that is ancient wisdom that has always resided within us. It is our own inner knowing. It's the voice of reason that emanates from the heart space, that is aware and acknowledges the all-encompassing essence of oneness. And within the oneness, there is the self. And this is what we're responsible for. We're responsible for the self. And as we show up for the self, we're able to navigate these challenging energies, and we're accomplishing it one breath at a time, one heartbeat at a time. This is speaking about overcoming obstacles and situations, perhaps emotions that we never felt like we could overcome. We are doing it. This is also, it says the solar maximum here. This is really feeling like eclipse type energy. And we did just have our solar eclipse on the 29th. It was a partial solar. And it really feels like that stirred something up, because right after that, we then had Neptune moving into Aries. So there's a lot going on in Aries right now. And Aries is, the first sign of the zodiac. And Aries is really, it's this fiery energy. Aries can be rather stubborn, bullheaded, if you will. I keep seeing like ramming up against, a brick wall. And it's like, how does that feel? how does it feel? Does it hurt? And if it does, the message here is just to surrender and let go into the energy of what is. Trust your soul. This is a 6. This is about our health, family, home, and it's also about our spiritual path of purpose in this lifetime. And 6 is our messenger that comes to remind us we are the ones here to flip the script. It's like we're rewriting. We're not rewriting history. We can't rewrite history, right? We are rewriting, writing. We are restoring righteousness to this planetary realm through our walk with our very own heart and doing the healing that is required. And then we have this card, creation. And this is really the energy of this new year, spring, things coming back to life, co-creating with the child divine that lives within the experience. I'm really feeling, again, this is almost like at the beginning of this broadcast, it was said, a message to the divine masculine. And again, this feels like the representation of the sacred feminine showing up and holding space for the masculine to rise up and move in and get calm, and stop avoiding, stop denying your own feelings. I received a message yesterday. It was quite long. I think it was about 12 pages, and it came through in the matter of about 29 minutes. And it started with the thought that it is our thoughts about our feels that keep us spinning our wheels. And then it went on to say, and digging our heels in. And so we're being asked to lift our heels up and allow our toes to play in the sand, in the snow, and on the grass, and to really heal, HEAL. Lift up your heels, stop digging your heels in, stop. It's almost like the ego of the masculine is saying, no, I don't need the feminine. No, I don't need that. No, I don't need connection. I'm fine. I'm good on my own. And it's time to get honest with yourself. And, we are not meant to walk this road alone. And certainly not those of us who are here for this all-encompassing experience of being human at this time. So we are here to co-create and service. We are here to co-create in service to the greatest and highest good of the collective. I love that this young maiden is wearing a crown. She knows who she is, and she's holding space for the young men, the young knights, to rise up and actually embrace their masculine essence. Masculinity is beautiful. It can be toxic, but being an alpha gentle male is not toxic. It's beautiful, and leading with integrity and confidence. This is what the world needs. And so we will continue to hold space for the masculine as he so beautiful. Most powerful card in the deck. This is from the Magdalene Oracle by Toni, Carmine, Salerno, and it's the Gaia card, Mother Earth. And again, just reaffirming what has been said, it is the divine feminine that is currently holding space for the masculine as he moves through this phase/stage of his evolutionary soul's journey. And it's about leveling up. There's no longer are we going to simply ponder what life may be like. It's like, what does you're saying the top card too. Right? Yes. Holding space. And this card here is speaking about divine union and partnership of the yin and the yang that come together and hold space for one another to continue to grow and thrive and co-create with each other as well as with the divine. And this is in balance. This is a very healing connection. I mean, much of what takes place on the world now is casual. It's detrimental to our emotional, spiritual, and physical well-being. And so this is about the sacred unions, the divine reunion of the counterparts that that come together to support deeper healing of the heart, deeper healing of the experience. And it was 2020 there, and a more full on experience of being human, where sexuality is viewed as sacred. And the lovers in the traditional tarot is also number 6, which takes us back to this card, the accomplishment. So for those of us who have been waiting for the counterpart or holding space for the counterpart, keep holding that space. We're doing great, and everything that we could have wished for and more is on its way. And we're living in this time where serendipity, kismet, there's no coinky dinks on this planet. We don't meet people randomly. Every connection, every meeting, every interaction has purpose. And ultimately, if we can bring the awareness back to ourselves, the purpose is for our spiritual development, 2121, and soul's evolutionary path in this lifetime. So pay attention to the signs and symbols you are receiving, whether it's numbers, whether it's music, a song, a thought that comes in, like that message that came in yesterday. It's our thoughts about our feels that keep us spinning our wheels. And where are the wheels we're spinning? In the mind, right? Because this is the area of thoughts. This is the area of feelings. Thoughts, feelings. Allow your feelings to guide you into action, into co-creating with the divine. At this point, I'd like to say to you 1, 2, or 3, what will it be? And we'll pull a little heart and soul oracle for you, and then we're going to wrap this up. My dogs are waiting for me. And it's Friday in my world, Monday for you, Friday for me. Yay! Hip, hip, hooray. Hip, hip, hooray. Okay, so 1, 2, or 3, what will it be? And I'll pull some affirmation cards for you to work with throughout this week, maybe just today, maybe for an extended period of time. It's all up to you. You are source divine, and I love your shine. Thanks for shining in my life. So there's 1. Let's get 2. Let's just get them all out here. 2 and 3. Oh my God. Okay. So for those of you who were guided to number 1, here is your message. And a song's coming to mind. Come sail away, come sail away, come sail away with me. This is like the child within. I almost feel like it's the child within your experiences that's saying, come on, hop on board. Let's go. Allow me and my pure little heart to guide you forward into your own personal power on calm seas, because the seas that we're really speaking about, the waters of life, are our emotional waters right there in between the hips, the ebb and flow of emotion. This is like, I just feel like for those of you who are guided to number 1, you're feeling rather at ease. You may not, you may not have the full picture. You may not see how everything's going to play out, how it's all going to work out. And yet you are keeping the faith, and you are continuing to sow and nurture yourself in truly sustainable ways that are going to really make the difference to your days, your ability to navigate whatever's coming up. And I feel like for many of the divine feminine, this is, you're starting to see just how incredibly strong and powerful you are. And if like me, you're beginning to, you should all be really proud of yourself for your ability to continue to emanate the essence of love that you are in a world, like, without getting too detailed here, it's like not being impacted so much by others' emotions and feelings. And a lot of times in this world, there's a lot of projection and reflection energy. And so I just feel really guided to say, keep up the good work. You're doing really, really well. And the message on the back of the card, this is interesting. The message on the back of the card says, are you feeling a little lost and confused, wondering which direction, if any, to take, and questioning what it is that you really want from life? I feel like a lot of people are at that point. Like, what is this all about? Why are we here? Are we here to be slaves from cradle to grave? I think not. Absolutely not. Perhaps it's time to consult your inner child. The one you've kept locked away for ages, the one who holds the essence of the real you. Isn't it time to listen to your heart? Yeah, listen to the heart. When it's calling for you, listen to the heart. I should have maybe taken singing lessons. It doesn't matter how we sing, just sing, right? Don't worry what other people think. Don't worry what other people care. That's not your business. That's not your business. Your business is between you and the child that lives within, and you and the higher self that lives currently beyond the physical vessel. So, number one, I hope that resonated with you. I hope it gave you some food for thought. Thank you so much for showing up. If you were guided to number two, this is speaking about, I just heard like coming out of your cocoon. You have done a lot of the inner work you were being asked to do. I'm feeling Archangel Michael, Metatron, and Melchizedek very close to you, the mighty M's as they're affectionately known to me. And they're here to support your power path, your path of becoming empowered, your path of transforming what transforming, it's like lead to gold, but it's there. Just a second. It's about you transforming through situations that you never imagined you would be able to overcome. So you've done it, because this feels like you've spent some time recently, and you may still be in this time of the hermit. And you see, the hermit goes into their own space to gain wisdom, right? To do healing, to reflect, to get renewed. And then when the hermit has completed that phase, the hermit comes out and shows what they have learned. We are in a universal 9-year, which is the archetype of the hermit. Those of you who have been with me for a while will know that back during the holy days of 2024, from December 21st on, there was a lot of conversation and a lot of talk about the hermit. This is the year that the hermit opens up its lantern and lets their light shine out into the world, their wisdom. And there's so many of us here at this time that are wisdom keepers of truth divine. And it doesn't mean that we know it all. Honestly, I'm not an expert. I don't claim to know everything. I do with confidence say I have a good handle on spiritual understanding and spiritual wisdom. And again, much of the wisdom that flows through this channel is simply, it flows from a space of a healed space, a space of healing pain, of walking through the difficulties, of walking 2929, of walking through, like the master's path, walking through our very own pain. And so it feels like you're doing it. and coming into balance. The yin and the yang, the masculine and feminine within your experience has come into balance or is coming into balance. So thank you and good work. Keep up the good work. And very soon, if not now, it's about allowing your child, the inner child, to come out and play and co-create with the divine so you can truly have your experience of heaven on earth in this lifetime. And the message here is, I come to awaken sleeping hearts like a bolt of lightning from the astral world. Remember our galactic connections. Like a bolt of, no, I appear as inspiration. All right, let me start again. I come to awaken sleeping hearts. Like a bolt of lightning from the astral world, I appear as inspiration in dreams or idea. I fill your heart with creative light and illuminate your mind so that the universe and all creation can find a quiet space within your soul. This is a time for dreaming big. The possibilities are endless. Yeah. And, this lifetime is all about us reaching our fullest potential. And currently, there are few souls upon this planetary realm that are living their fullest potential. So if you're watching this is what you're here for. You're here to have it all. You are here to have the full-on experience of heaven on earth. And heaven on earth begins with a calm central nervous system. And so that means we must address the trauma that we have perhaps been running from, hiding from, trying to hide from, and yet never getting very far from it. So trust your beautiful beating heart. Number 2 is, I hope those message 3131, Divine Feminine, and the angels. Number 2, I hope your message supported you and resonated. And thank you so much for showing up. Please do let me know in the comments down below how your message felt to receive. I greatly appreciate the interaction, and it really supports a balanced energetic exchange, right? So thank you, thank you, thank you. If you were guided to number 3, here we got those lovers again, the beloved, the eternal beloved. And it really feels like the message for you is you are surrounded by the embrace of unconditional source love. And this is almost like, it's almost like a calling home. I'm feeling this is so beautiful and gentle. And so for those of you who have been longing, and not longing like, I'm so, I can't do it on my own or anything like that. No, it's not that. It's the longing for connection. I will say from my personal experience, a beautiful man, a beautiful soul I was blessed to love and be loved by, departed this world suddenly on 12/21/2018. And, there was no opportunity for a formal goodbye or so long, see you later, or anything like that. And as time's gone on, we're 6 years beyond that now. And as time's gone on, the one thing, 3311 there, the one thing that I will honestly say that I miss the most about him, aside from everything, is the companionship. It is the ability for us to each show up as who we truly are, and to be a sounding board for one another and to be a support for one another. I miss morning coffees and our conversations. I miss his great big bear hugs that, just had me feeling so loved and safe. I miss a partner. And so when when this longing energy, it's not like a desperation. I'm far from desperate, and I'm sure many of you are far from desperate. It is about true partnership, a true divine connection, a sacred union that helps each soar to greater heights than they could ever have gone alone. And shortly after Frank transitioned, I believe it may have been, I don't know, it's all a fog back then. It may have been the night he passed, or within days of his transition. that I received the message that he could help me better from his new station. So, what that really, I feel like a part of the message for you is if you have had love and lost love, love is never lost, right? It just transforms over and over. And true love lives on. And so that is truly what we're here for. And love can also grow beyond the flesh. 6 years later, I feel him all up in my sauce most days and in recent days as well. And it's almost like, again, there's this excitement from our loved ones and ancestors in spirit who are saying, keep going. What you want also wants you. What is meant for you is coming to you. And there's nothing we have to do. We don't have to go out and run and chase anything. It is about being grounded and centered in the present moment. Frank the bear. So love is you. Love is coming to you. Love is about to renew every aspect of your life. Divine partnership, if that is your heart's desire, that wish is being granted. So stay the course of your heart. Don't give up. Keep the faith and trust, and keep doing what you need to do to support yourself each and every day while the unfolding, if you will, or surfacing or coming together, the reunion takes place. And this is two people coming together who are spiritually grounded, who are interdependent, not codependent. Codependency is toxicity. Interdependence is we're all interdependent on one another, whether we realize it or not, whether we accept it or not. We are all interconnected. This is speaking about interdependence that supports expansion for both involved. And so the message on the back of this card is, if you want to experience a deeper level of love in your relationship, we don't want to have multiple relationships. I mean, we do have multiple relationships, but you know what I mean? Like, we don't want third party stuff, menage a trois kind of stuff. That's really, what shall we say? It's not evolved, So if you want to experience a deeper level of love in your relationship, you must both consciously and willingly surrender to one another. Feel and honor the sacred within each other. Be vulnerable and give yourself up to love each and every moment. In doing so, you will unite in love and you will feel alive, reborn with each breath. One loving thought can create a world of infinite love. It's what we're here for, folks. End of story. Love, only love will do, and love never dies. It transforms before our very eyes. And for those of us who know that divine partnership is for us, it's on the way. I feel it. I feel it. I feel it. I feel it in my life every single day. It's getting stronger. It's getting more exciting. And yet, as we're having all these feels, it's also incredibly important, 3838, for us to stay grounded. Don't allow our thoughts about our feelings and emotions to keep us spinning our wheels. And when I say spinning the wheels, it's like in mud. The mud's flying out the back, and we don't want to do that. We're getting deeper and deeper and deeper. And so it's really important to loosen the reins. You're not insane. Take care of your mental health, your emotional well-being. The solution to mental health issues is often simply spiritual. And so with that being said, I see you, I feel you, I love you. Thank you so much for showing up. We will be back here tomorrow night live, for Tuesday Night Live, supporting our Soul Thrive. And at that time, I'm going to be sharing like an astrology update, Lisa's version of astrology. Um, and we'll see where we're going to go from there. I hope you all have a fantastic day. Thank you so much for your love and support. Please do let me know in the comments below how your message felt to receive, how you're feeling these days. And if you've watched this message and you've made it to this point, please, please, please give me a thumbs up. I see you. I feel you. I love you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for supporting me, this channel. And thank you so much for supporting that beautiful child of light that lives within you. Until tomorrow, everyone, take good care.